Hi and welcome back to another video. My name is Castellin and today I'm coming at you with another cleaning video. So I'm going to be taking you through my cleaning journey. So if you have not cleaned your house, this is your time to be motivated, or you don't need to be motivated. You just need to enjoy someone else's cleaning and you can live vicariously through me. So sit back, relax, enjoy the video, feel motivated. And if you just want to relax and watch someone else clean and that works for you, it's okay with me. So first things first, I brought out all my cleaning supplies for easy and quick reach. And the first place I'm going to be working on is the couch because it was getting a bit grimy looking. Now this couch cleaning process, I have shared it before on a previous video, but just to repeat again, what I do first is I sprinkle baking soda all over the couch and let that rest for about an hour. Then I come and vacuum that out, and then I will be using a homemade cleaning solution to wipe down the couch along with a steamer just to get rid of the superficial dirt. However, I believe this process is not thorough enough to keep your couch clean, so we do get professional cleaning done every 3 to 4 months just because of the amount of dust that we get in this part where we live. Professional cleaners usually have more effective equipment like the extractors and the cleaning solutions, and that is better for a deep clean of the sofa. I just like the baking soda method because it helps to keep the odors at bay. So after vacuuming the couch fabric, I also had to get into the storage area for this couch. I usually keep my blankets and throw pillows, extra cushions inside here, but it was getting a bit dusty, so I had to vacuum it out as well. So this is the cleaning solution I make for myself. It's a mixture of liquid detergent, vinegar, and baking soda. And I just proceed to spray that on the top layer of the couch and then wipe and steam at the same time to get rid of the dirt. I also like this method because the liquid detergent that I use has a rose blossom scent, and once I'm done, it will leave this scent lingering on the couch fabric. I also started with the couch because although I'm using a light spray, I just prefer to have it drying out all day, so by the time I'm sitting on it in the evening, it will be fully dry. This DIY cleaning solution really helps me to keep the appearance of my couch in between professional washes. As you can see from the amount of dirt that my tile was picking up, it really needed it. Once I was done with the couch, it was time to vacuum the carpet. I prefer to vacuum it and roll it out of the way while I work on the rest of the living room. For the carpet, regular maintenance is just vacuuming. And in case there is any spill on it, I can do a spot cleaning with the same solution that I use on the couch. I also like it to get professional cleaned every couple of months to get rid of any deep stains or dirt. One thing about living in the desert is there will always be dusty surfaces. So I try to keep up with wiping it down daily to prevent it from accumulating to an obscene amount because it can. For the glass surfaces, I use a glass cleaner, and for the rest of the surfaces, I will just be using either the degreaser or a Dettol disinfectant. And once I'm done wiping the surfaces, I also dust the decor pieces before putting them back. these chairs, I have these sliders or protectors, and they're supposed to protect the chair legs because they're made of wood, so they can easily get damaged by water. And then they're supposed to prevent the chairs from making noise when you slide it across the floor. But the problem is they're kind of worn out. Now when I bought them, I had bought like a big bag of them, but right now I only noticed I have 8 pieces left and I have 4 chairs, so I need an extra 8. So since I can't replace all of them, I'm just going to replace the ones that are like the chairs that we use often, because we're only 2 in the house. So the chairs that we often pull is just the first 2 on the side of the table. So I'm going to change those, and hopefully I'll remember to get more, because all of them are sort of worn out. And whenever I'm pulling the chairs, or if I need to clean or something, they make a lot of noise. And we live in an apartment, so I don't like to disturb the downstairs neighbors with noise from dragging the chair. So let me replace this. The old sliders had been on there for so long, I had to use a scissors to cut them out, and it's a really tight fit. That's why you see me struggling so much to put them on. So here you can see the difference between the ones that I have replaced and the old ones. I really need to get more pieces so they can all be uniform. So after I'm done with all the surfaces, it's time to steam the floors, and this is one of the replacement pads I got for the steam mop that I showed in a previous Amazon haul. The good thing about using a steam mop is you get a lot of action with very little product and very little water. So I just spray the floor cleaner directly on the floor because I can't add it to the steam mop, and then I follow that with the steam. Once the floor was dry, I put the living room back together, and it was looking spick and span, just how I like it. Now time to move on to the kitchen. My main task for the kitchen was cleaning out the food pantry cabinets, and this process is also good for me so I can know which items I've run out of and I can restock properly, and also to check which items are past the expiry date and get rid of them. So I just emptied all the cabinets and wiped the surfaces inside in case of any spills like oil spills or some of the spices, food particles. We have to keep those roaches away. So here I am sorting out my spices, checking which ones are finished, which ones have expired. Like for instance, this garlic should have been out of the cabinet a long time ago. And this is also another reason why I just keep my spices in the containers that they come with, because they have the due date. Although some containers I reuse if in case I buy spices in a loose bag. but it's good to get rid of your old spices because some of these things can just exist in your cabinet for months and months, and once you need it, that's when you realize you can't even use it because it's gone bad. And this is why I can't have an aesthetically pleasing kitchen, because all the spice containers come in all sorts of colors. But to be honest, it doesn't bother me much because my cabinets always stay closed. And so once I was done, I put everything back and I came to realize I had so many empty jars that I needed to clean and wait for the restock. For the cabinet doors, I just wipe them down with the degreaser just to get rid of that grime that can easily build up if you don't do it on a regular basis because of the kitchen environment, like soot and just oil will just stick on your cabinet doors without you noticing. So I also thought this was a good time to clean out my refrigerator because it was practically empty. So I switched it off and removed all the food that was remaining inside. I also removed the refrigerator parts because I'm going to be washing those separately just to make sure that they're perfectly clean. So I just started by washing the jars which I rescued from the cabinet, so they will have enough time to dry by the time I go shopping and I need to use them for restocking other items. I also brought out all the fridge containers, the fridge accessories to wash, and my kitchen space, especially my sink area, is really tiny, so I had to make adjustments to accommodate. By the time I was done, the place was looking kind of funny. I literally had to pile everything in this small corner. It was looking hectic. But anyway, just I let everything dry out and then I put it all back. So after washing everything, I decided to move the fridge and check out the back while it was still empty. Now it may not look like a lot of dirt, but I clean it regularly just to prevent that. I just swept up the solids and then followed with the steam mop. These scratch marks on the tiles are caused by the refrigerator. I don't know what to do about it. The fridge came with the house. I can't help it. Anyway, I moved the gas cooker as well. There is small gaps on either side where sometimes food particles spill over, so I needed to get that cleaned as well. So I used the degreaser to wipe down the sides of the cabinets as well as the back of the gas cooker itself, and then I carefully steamed the area and put it back. This particular cabinet gets special treatment because it's directly under the sink, so I don't wipe it with a cloth. I use the steamer because I feel like it needs it. Then I went ahead to steam the rest of the kitchen floor, and once that was done and the floor was dry, I started putting everything back together, starting with my cleaning supply area. So I just put back all my cleaning supplies. I used this basket that I got from Amazon to just keep everything organized, although the larger containers don't fit, so I just keep those by the side, and then the rest of the items will be in these small containers. I also took out the garbage and then replaced the garbage lining on the trash can and put it back. fridge parts are now dry and going back in. Unfortunately, I forgot to film me cleaning the shell of the fridge itself, but it's very simple. I just spray it down with the cleaning product and then give it a good wipe. And once all the parts were back in, the fridge was looking good as new. I was like, I don't even want to put the stuff that was there. I just want new stuff. But anyway, I will be restocking later. So for now, I'll just be putting back what was already there. That is just a few drinks I had and some of the condiments. It was just really empty, but at least now it's nice and clean. So when I come to restock, I can put everything in a nice clean fridge. So after the kitchen was done, I followed up by cleaning the sink drain, and that is using baking soda and vinegar. So I pour the baking soda first and then I followed up with the vinegar. I did not measure anything. I just used whatever amount that my eyes were satisfied with. And then after a few minutes, I followed up with a kettle of really boiling hot water. That will make sure that the drains are perfectly clean. Now coming to the bathroom, I first started by cleaning this huge mirror. Now I used to wash the mirror before, but then I noticed that when I use the glass cleaner, the mirror doesn't fog up like when I take a really hot shower. It doesn't fog up. So you might want to try that on your own bathroom mirrors. Now coming to the sink, I'll be using the Jif cream. I use this for the sink and the bathtub as well. It really gives it a nice scrub and also leaves it very shiny. For the toilet bowl, I just put in Harpic. I let that sit for about 30 to 45 minutes. Then I come in with the scrubber and give that a good scrub. I use the Shataf to rinse out the scrubber before I put it back. And then the rest of the toilet, I will also be using the Jif to just wash the toilet seat, wash the toilet cover and the top part, and then rinse that off. So here I am just spreading the Jif cream all over the shower walls and the bathtub, and then I'll be using a brush to scrub that in. And here I'm not actually even sitting on anything. I just have a really strong squat game. But I find that scrubbing the bathtub regularly really helps to prevent stubborn stains. Like, I don't want to have to move on to more serious cleaning products once I've let a stain develop for too long, and it's really hard to get rid of if you let it get to that point. So cleaning regularly just helps maintain that. So once I was done with all the scrubbing and the rinsing, the floors were all wet. So I just drained all the water and then I sprayed my floor cleaner on the floor and then I dried it with a cleaning rag. Once the floors were dry, I went ahead to put the bathroom back together with my tiny fake succulents. I put the hand wash back, and if you've seen this item before, it's called a squatter potty or a variation of it. If you know, you know. If you haven't tried it, your bathroom breaks will never be the same again, I can tell you that. Then I put in the floor mats. The dirty ones, I just removed them and popped them into the washing machine. I put back all my products, my soap, my face wash, and I also replaced the shower curtain. Once everything was done, I was going to light a candle, but then I remembered I have this incense that really smells nice. It's like a vanilla oud smell. I don't know how to describe it, but I like it because the smoke just seeps into the curtains and the fabrics and it leaves the house smelling good for a really long time. And with that, I'm done cleaning for today. The house is looking good and it's smelling good. Now I can relax and just want to thank you if you've watched this video up to this point. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed it.